Why aren't we killing
Cross me
We
and die.
must kill!
We must
Fresh victims! Enemies! We need enemies.
Predator here. Just take us into the
Fire control! Initiate strafing run!
enemies.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
Resistance.
Is the way to hell for the weak.
Predator here.
Chaos is our master.
Primed and ready for battle.
We must kill! Of course, we do your It was a momentary madness.
Battles. One only sees death.
Enemies! We need enemies.
Yes.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
Enemies.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain. Destroy! Destroy! It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
We need enemies. Cross me and die.
You hear the voices too? Why aren't we killing
Yes. Cross me and die. Enemies. We need
The warp overtaking me. It is a good pain.
enemies. We need enemies.
The warp overtaking me. It is a good pain. Destroy! Destroy!
Cross me and die. Cross me and die.
After 1,000 battles, one only
We must disrupt this attack. Tell the Vindicare Temple to eliminate their
Anything for the
commander.
great powers.
Chance is all I need.
Whatever you desire, we serve. We're here for the Dark Gods.
The Chaos
Cross
Gods
me
speak clearly
and
now.
die. Cross me and die. The ground trembles with every step.
speak clearly now.
Cross me and die. Cross me and die.
Do you hear the voices too?
Cross me.
Meeting resistance.
We must kill.
Look out! Here they come!
Sanity is
Second Mechanized Company! The enemy is at your doorstep! Push them back, damn it!
The warp overtaking me. It is a good pain.
The Chaos Gods speak clearly now. Cross me.
Why aren't we killing it?
Enemies. We need enemies.
Sanity is for the weak.
Cross me and die.
resistance.
Enemies.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
I feel the war overtaking me. We need enemies. We must cross me and die. Yes. The ancient powers of chaos go where they please.
Warp overtaking me. It is a good pain.
And die.
Meeting resistance.
Cross me and die.
Why aren't we killing it? Do you hear the voices too?
Take it back from the men!
Sir, yes, sir. Enemies. We need enemies.
The Chaos
Cross
Gods
me
speak clearly now.
die.
Must kill!
Cross me and die. It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
Enemies! We need enemies.
You hear the voices too? And die. Why aren't we killing it? It is as though
Anything for the
1,000
great
resistance
powers.
cry out in pain.
Sanity!
The enemy has knocked out
is for
Second
the
Company's
weak.
fire control system. Our air support is gone.
I feel the warp overtaking me.
Send a platoon to secure that location. Executing your orders, sir.
Meeting resistance!
We're here for the Dark Gods.
Cross me and die. Enemies! We need enemies!
The warp overtaking me. It is a good pain. The Chaos Gods speak
We're
clearly
here for the
now.
Dark Gods. Yes,
Why
yes,
aren't
of
we
course.
killing it? Cross me.
Sanity is for the weak. Enemies! We need enemies. Destroy! Destroy!
Cross me.
Sanity is for the weak. Chaos is our master.
Bless us, Great One.
Meeting resistance!
After 1,000 battles,
The trophy is mine!
We're here for the Dark Gods.
Meeting resistance! Why aren't we killing it?
We're here for the Dark Gods.
after 1,000 battles,
I understand more than you could possibly know. If that is your wish. Why aren't we killing it?
Clearly now. Destroy! Destroy!
Why aren't we killing it? We must kill!
It was a momentary
Cross
madness.
me and die.
Must
Enemies! We need enemies!
Must kill! We must. It was a momentary madness. Do you hear the voices too?
Destroy! Destroy! Meeting resistance!
It was a momentary madness. Chaos gods speak clearly now. Sanity is for the weak. Sanity is for the weak. Enemies! We need enemies. Do you hear the voices too?
My lord!
Chaos gods speak clearly now. Sanity is for the weak. It was a momentary madness.
The gods favor us!
Overtaking me. It is a good pain.
Kill! Death to the enemy! The gods favor us!
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
Must kill!
Clearly now.
Must meeting resistance!
Sanity is for the weak. Do you hear the voices too? Sanity is for the weak.
Meeting resistance!
have captured a location. The warp overtaking me. It is a good pain.
My lord!
Do you hear the voices too?
My lord! Cross me and die.
Anything for the great powers. My life is forfeit.
My abilities are at your
Whatever
disposal.
you desire.
Just take us into the thick of it.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
My life is forfeit. We serve.
I feel the warp overtaking me.
Swarm!
It is a
Liberators,
For the dark
the enemy
gods.
has made it to the northern
We're
shore.
here for the dark
Redeploy to
gods.
drive them back.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
Must kill! The gods favor us!
The Chaos Gods speak clearly now. Chaos is our master.
We must kill!
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
Cross me and die.
Must kill! Do you hear the voices too?
My life is forfeit.
Cross me and die.
Must kill!
Enemies! We need enemies!
We must kill!
Enemies! We need enemies! And die. Cross me and die. Meeting resistance!
Do you hear the voices too? The Chaos Gods speak clearly now.
Cross me and die. You hear the voices too?
Do you hear the voices too?
Cross me and die. Why aren't we killing it?
I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain. Sanity is for the weak.
We must and die.
We must kill!
We must kill.
It was a momentary
The Chaos Gods speak clearly. Cross me and die.
Do you hear the voices too? Destroy! Destroy! We must kill!
Cross me and die. Meeting resistance! I will shatter their souls! I will shatter their souls! Enemies! We need enemies! I will shatter their souls! It is as though 1,000
My
mouths
life is
cry out in
forfeit.
pain. Cross me and die. I will shatter their souls!
It is as though 1,000 mouths
We
cry
have
out in
captured a
pain.
location.
Chaos! Consume us!
Whatever you desire. We serve.
Sanity is for the weak. Sanity is for the weak. Chaos! Consume It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
We cross must and die.
The Chaos Gods speak clearly now.
Cross me and die.
Meeting resistance!
The ground
Sanity is for the
every
weak.
step.
Do you hear the voices too?
Meeting resistance!
We must kill! I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain.
Cross me and die.
Why aren't we killing it?
Prepared for battle! Agreed!
We must cross me and die. Cross me and die.
Why aren't we killing it? Meeting
I
resistance!
will shatter their souls.
Fly, all guns!
Enemies. We need enemies.
The Chaos Gods speak
Cross
clearly
me
now.
and die. I will shatter their souls.
Why aren't we killing it? Meeting resistance! I feel the warp overtaking
We
me!
need enemies.
Good pain. Why aren't we killing it?
Cross me and die.
Why aren't we killing it? As you wish, but set us loose!
We must disrupt this attack. Tell the Vindicare Temple to eliminate their commander.
One chance is all I need.
Fly, all guns!
Cross me
Why aren't we killing
and
it?
die.
I will have last blood!
Primed and ready for
Cross me and
My
die.
life
Meeting
is forfeit.
resistance!
Cross me and die.
We have it now! I feel the warp
This is
overtaking
great one.
me! It is a good
Cross me and die. The ground trembles with
The
every
Chaos
step.
Gods speak clearly now!
Enemies! We need enemies!
Meeting resistance!
We need enemies!
At your command! As you command!
We need enemies.
At your command!
We must
The gods
kill.
favor us!
Sanity
My lord!
is for the
Yes,
weak.
master!
Enemies.
My lord!
We need enemies. The Chaos Gods speak clearly now.
We're here for the Dark Gods.
Must kill!
I feel the warp overtaking me! It is a good pain.
Enemies! We need enemies! Take us to battle!
Meeting resistance! Meeting resistance!
I will lead the charge! Charge! I will...
After 1,000 battles, battles, one only sees death.
Sanity is for the weak.
Enemies! We need enemies! Take us to battle! Resistance! Enemies! We need enemies! Fresh vengeance! Meeting resistance! Kill!
Warp overtaking me. It is a good pain. We are the destroyer!
Death to the enemy!
Go, go, go! On my command, fire the Titan cannon. Fire! Begin recharge. I want that gun firing again.
Whatever you desire.
We must
Meeting resistance! Meeting resistance!
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
We must kill!
Enemies! We need enemies.
Cross me and die.
Meeting resistance! Chaos consume us! For the Dark God at your command!
Yes.
When do we attack?
I command the darker powers.
Clearly now.
Are you sure?
My lord!
Do you hear the voices too?
Meeting resistance!
The warp overtaking me. It is a good
Chaos is the only true answer. I will tear them limb from limb. Your soul is mine. I will tear them limb from limb. I understand more than you could possibly know. Cross me and die.
Do you hear the voices too?
I command the darker powers.
Clearly now. It was a
The
momentary
ancient
madness.
powers of chaos go where they please.
We must kill.
You hear the voices too?
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
Cross me and die.
Meeting resistance! Enemies! We need enemies! Meeting resistance! It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain!
And die.
Of course, we do your bidding.
We must kill! Why aren't we killing yet? As you wish, but set us loose!
Cross me and die.
I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain. Of course, we do your bidding.
Enemies!
Cross
Meeting
me
resistance!
and
Enemies!
die.
As you wish,
Do you
but set
hear
us
the
loose!
voices too? Enemies! We need enemies. Sanity is for the weak.
Your commissar is dead,
The warp
Governor.
overtaking me.
Your men are
It is a
rebelling
good pain.
and die. You can't hold for long.
Why aren't we killing
You will
yet?
pay for each death.
It was a
You
momentary madness.
haven't beaten us yet.
I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain. The Chaos Gods speak clearly now.
Cross me and die.
It was a momentary madness.
Enemies! We need
Do
enemies!
you hear the voices too?
Sanity is for the weak!
Cross me and die.
Why aren't we killing yet? As you wish, but
Cross
set us
me
loose!
and die.
The Titan cannon power grid is under attack. Redirect fire to protect it and initiate repairs.
I will ease the machine's pain.
Destroy!
Just keep it online, Tech Priest.
Meeting resistance!
Cross me and die. Cross me and die.
Break them! Why aren't we killing yet?
Cross me.
Time for payback.
Why aren't we killing yet?
Sanity is for the weak.
Whatever you desire. My life is forfeit. Anywhere you like, Lord.
Cross me and die.
I am under attack!
I
Protect
will
those
shatter
generators,
their
men.
souls! Enemies! We need enemies!
Cross me and die.
The Chaos
Anything
Gods
for the
speak
great
clearly
powers.
now. Meeting resistance!
Anywhere you like, Lord.
Cross me
I am under attack!
Protect those generators, men.
The Chaos Gods speak clearly now. We need enemies! Meeting resistance! Take us to battle! We must kill!
Cross me and die.
I will shatter their souls! We must kill!
I am under attack!
Protect those generators, men.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
Anything for the great powers. I swear to you it will happen.
Cross me and die.
We must kill!
I am
Cross
under
me
attack!
and
Protect those
die.
generators, men.
Sanity is for the weak! Why aren't we killing yet? We are of the destroyer! Must
My life is forfeit. We serve.
Cross me and die. Cross me.
meeting resistance!
Time for payback!
I am under attack!
Kill
Protect those
and
generators,
destroy.
men.
We need enemies! Crush, kill, and destroy! Sanity is for the weak! Why aren't we killing it? Crush, kill, and destroy! Why aren't we killing it? Crush, kill, and destroy!
Bless us, Great One.
I am under attack!
True
Protect
answer
those generators,
and
men.
die.
I feel the warp overtaking me.
Cross
It is a
me
good pain.
and die. The ground trembles.
Bless us,
with every
Great One.
Step cross me
Meeting resistance!
die.
The Chaos Gods speak clearly now. Chaos is our master. I am under attack.
Protect those generators, men.
Clearly now.
My life is forfeit. I tried to do your will for the great powers. My life is forfeit. We serve. Bless us, Great One.
Cross me and die.
Do you hear the voices too?
It was a momentary madness. I am under attack.
Protect those generators, men.
Enemies. We need
The power grid is
enemies.
gone, but the Emperor is
you
still with
hear
us.
the
Give them
voices
hell,
too?
men!
My lord, the enemy is
Sanity
building generators to
is
feed
for
power to
the
the Titan
weak.
cannon. This will allow them to fire the great gun.
Damnation! Attention, all troops! The enemy has control of the Titan gun. Use extreme caution when passing through the
and
trench.
die.
We must disrupt this attack. Tell the Vindicare Temple to eliminate their commander.
One chance is all I need. I am power. It will be done.
Just take us into the thick of it.
Hear the voices too?
Clearly now.
My life is forfeit. We serve.
We must kill.
Meeting resistance!
After 1,000 battles, one only sees death.
Enemies. We
Time for
need
payback.
enemies. It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out
I
in
feel the
pain.
warp overtaking me. It is a
Do
good
you hear
thing.
the voices too?
We're here for the Dark Gods. We serve. Whatever you desire. Anywhere you like, Lord. My life is forfeit. We serve.
Meeting resistance!
Yes. Cross me and die. My abilities are at your disposal.
Why aren't we killing it?
Cross me and I die. Command the darker powers.
My life is forfeit. We serve. My life is forfeit. We're here for the Dark Gods. We serve.
Cross me and die. Chaos is the only true answer. Cross me and die.
Meeting resistance!
Cross me and die.
Why aren't we killing
Cross
it?
me and
Why
die.
aren't we killing it?
Cross me and die.
The Chaos Gods speak clearly now.
Cross me and die.
Do you hear the voices too?
Cross me and die.
Yes, yes, of course. We serve. My life is forfeit.
We must kill! We must kill!
Meeting resistance!
Do you hear the voices too?
I am power.
Enemies! We need enemies!
Cross me and die.
Sanity is for the weak!
Sanity is for the weak.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
After 1,000 battles, one only
Feel the
sees
warp overtaking me.
Why aren't we
It is a
killing
good
it?
pain. We are the destroyer!
Sanity is for the weak!
Sanity is for the weak. Do you hear the voices too?
Sanity is for the weak! We must kill!
After 1,000 battles, one only sees death.
Meeting resistance! Hear the voices too?
The Chaos Gods speak clearly now. Do you hear the voices too?
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry
It is
out
as
in
though
pain.
1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
Cross me and die.
Do you hear the voices too?
Bless us, Great One.
Cross me and die.
We're here to serve. My life is forfeit.
Cross me and die.
Why aren't we killing it?
The Chaos Gods speak clearly now. Destroy! Destroy!
Whatever you desire. As you wish. My life is forfeit.
Meeting resistance!
And die.
Why aren't we killing it?
I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain. Do you hear the voices too?
Must kill!
I feel the warp overtaking me.
Cross me.
It is a good pain.
And die.
Do you hear the voices too?
We must
Time for payback!
crush,
Do you
kill,
hear the
and
voices too?
destroy! We must kill! Meeting resistance! It? As you wish, but set us loose!
Cross me.
Sanity is for the weak!
We're here for the Dark Gods.
Cross me and
Yes,
die.
master!
We must
Cross
kill!
me and die.
Destroy!
The Chaos Gods
Destroy!
speak clearly now! Enemies! We need Meeting resistance! You hear the voices too? Yes, master!
Sanity is for the weak.
I am power.
Kill!
Are you sure?
Your will?
The Chaos Gods speak
Cross
clearly
me
now.
and die.
Must kill! We must kill! It was a momentary madness.
We must
Cross me
kill!
and die.
I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain.
Cross me and die.
Enemies! We need enemies!
Anything for the great powers. As you wish. Oh, bless us, Great One.
Meeting resistance!
Cross me and die.
You hear the voices too?
Enemies! We need enemies. The Chaos Gods speak clearly now.
Cross me and die.
Enemies! We need enemies!
I feel the warp overtaking me.
Hear the
It is
voices
a good
too?
pain.
Why aren't we killing it?
Anything for the great powers. We serve.
Why aren't we killing it?
Do you hear the voices too?
I understand more than you could
Why aren't
possibly
we killing
know.
it?
We must kill! I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain.
Meeting resistance!
Destroy! Destroy!
Ah!
Kill!
The Chaos
It is
Gods
as though a
speak clearly
thousand
now.
mouths cry out in pain. I feel the warp overtaking
The
me.
Chaos Gods speak
It is a
clearly
good
now.
pain.
We must kill!
Do you hear the voices too?
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain. We must kill!
Enemies! We need enemies.
The false emperor has failed you again, Governor. Perhaps it's time to embrace a new deity.
Gods.
Never. The Emperor protects.
Anything for the great
We'll
powers.
soon see how well
As
he
you wish.
protects
Here
you.
for the dark gods.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain. I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain.
You hear the voices too? Chaos consume
Do
us!
you hear the voices too?
Meeting resistance!
Sanity is for the weak. Chaos is our master. We must kill. I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain.
Raptors, to the hunt!
We must kill.
It was a momentary madness.
I feel the warp overtaking me.
Why aren't we killing
It was
It
a
is a
momentary
good
madness.
enemies? We need enemies!
Yes. I am power.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
The Chaos Gods speak clearly now. Must kill!
Just take us into the thick of it.
We serve. We serve. Whatever you desire.
After 1,000 battles, one only sees death.
We're here for the dark gods.
We must disrupt this attack. Tell the Vindicare Temple to eliminate their commander.
The chaos
One chance is all I need.
now.
My life is forfeit.
Meeting resistance!
Bless us, Great One.
Meeting resistance!
Do you hear the voices too? The Chaos Gods speak clearly now.
Bless us, Great One.
I understand more than you could possibly know.
The Chaos Gods speak clearly
Forces
now.
of chaos, cross me, bow to me, die. Why aren't we killing it? Cross me and die. We must
I understand more than you could possibly know.
Why aren't we killing it? Cross me.
Anything for the
and
great
die.
powers. As you wish. My life is forfeit. Anywhere you like, Lord.
Meeting resistance! Why aren't we killing it?
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
I am power.
Why aren't we killing it?
Bless us, Great One. Oh, bless us, Great One. As you wish. My life is forfeit.
Enemies! We need
My
enemies.
abilities are at your disposal.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in
Chaos
pain.
is the only true answer.
It is as though 1,000
Meeting
mouths
resistance.
cry out in
Guide
pain.
wisely.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
Cross me and die. Cross me and die.
Sanity is for the weak.
We must kill! The Chaos Gods speak clearly now. I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain.
Cross me and die.
I feel the warp overtaking me.
Cross
It
me
is a good pain.
and die.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry
Cross
out in pain.
And die.
You hear the voices too? What would you have us do?
I feel the warp
Cross
overtaking me.
And
It is a
die.
good pain.
Cross me and
Meeting
die.
resistance!
I will shatter their
Enemies.
souls.
We need enemies.
The ground trembles with every step.
Do you hear the voices too? Destroy! Destroy! It was a momentary madness. Overtaking me. It is a good pain.
Why aren't we killing it? I will have last
Cross
blood!
me and die.
Why aren't we killing it?
Cross me and die.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
Sanity is for the
I
weak.
feel the warp
It
overtaking
is as
me.
though 1,000
It's a
mouths
good
cry out
pain.
in pain.
What would you have us do? Enemies! We need
Cross
enemies!
and die.
Meeting resistance!
Warp overtaking me.
Cross me
It is a good pain.
die.
Destroy! Destroy! Enemies!
What does
We
it
need
operate?
enemies. Destroy! 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 Destroy!
Cross me and die. Cross me and die.
Must kill! It was a momentary madness.
Cross me and die.
The command post is gone. We can't hold them back much longer. We can't allow the Titan cannon to fall into their hands. Overload the core.
For the Emperor!
militant Alexander's naming of his capital proved highly premature, as Victory Bay saw his troops broken and slaughtered by the powers of chaos. Eliphas the Inheritor led an unholy procession through the streets of the shattered city, his cultists shouting out terrible supplications and gathering up the dead and wounded. These unfortunates were brought before the great Hellstorm cannon that had formed the center of the Imperial defense. Eliphas's sorcerers, Amphion and Zethus, then performed a terrifying ritual using these rotting corpses as their sacrifice. With their dark words, the demon of plague and rot, bound into the cannon during the Horus Heresy, awoke anew. The Word-Bearers celebrated this day as that when their new crusade obtained the support of Ner'gul, the Chaos God of pestilence and decay.